Check. Whoops, I got on 30 seconds late. What do we got here? Does that look all right? Maybe it's too dark. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a state of mind that I don't like to be in. And I had to push this show back to 11, even though it should have been 9:30 because, long day, late start. And it takes me an hour to get over these OKC defeats. Officially, I guess it's a defeat, even though Denver won the first quarter, won the third quarter, and won the fourth quarter. They end up losing the game. What's there to say about this game? Well, I would love to start by calling every person on the OKC homophobic slurs, and their fans, and everyone that lives in Oklahoma City, to be honest, and all the Colorado pot growers that moved to Oklahoma, or New Mexico pot growers that moved to Oklahoma. You're all a bunch of homophobic slurs. But I did that last time. Last OKC defeat, I did that. So I'm going to have to hold back on the F word, if you know what I mean. But man, it's hard when you look at Dog Nuts, the coach. I cannot stand. We've gotten to the point, my wife and I, she's like, I don't know what you've done to me, but I hate these people more than anything. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to end up in prison because I kill somebody from Oklahoma City Thunder or the refs. And that would be funny. Just kidding, people. It's in Minecraft, allegedly. The refs? I mean, where do you start? Is there no blame game? Is Oklahoma City tough? They're tough. But they're the most cringe, unwatchable team on earth. If I could go back through with an entire fine-tooth comb with this game, one play at a time, and identify where OKC gets a foul call, a little touch foul call, and where Denver gets assassinated going to the rim with no foul call, it would be 100-1. I mean, it was just so ridiculous. And then Shea has to complain about every freaking play. I thought it was funny. One time somebody pulled the chair on him. Yeah, they pulled the chair on him and he fell on the ground. Apparently in high school, I think that's travel. But it's not traveling in the NBA. And then the one time he goes up trying to get a foul and he loses the ball and comes back down with it. And they call it jump ball. Denver didn't even touch the ball. Shea lost the ball. And then Shea saying, no, he tipped it out. You get everything wrong. So Shea gets all these calls, yet complains about all the calls that he doesn't get. When he doesn't get touched, and how is it that Christian Brown can block the shot, hit the ball, and they call a foul on that? I'll tell you what, the refs started off bad. Number 35. NBA ref number 35 needs another homophobic slur. I don't know why I call it homophobic. I'm not afraid of any homosexuals. But he's definitely one. He likes to play with balls. I can tell you that. 35. Look him up. NBA ref number 35. Likes to play with balls. Who was it that was reaming him for it? Like, he made the most asinine call right off the bat, and then everyone was on his shit. And then he's like getting defensive, and they make an entire, like, who was it that AG or somebody just barreled into the rim and got hack, put it in, count it. The whole bench stands up, and they're yelling at the ref, like, where's the foul? Where's the foul? And that little Jotin, as we call him, was running backwards, or running down the court at half court, past half court, looking back at the Denver bench saying, sit down, sit down. You need to sit down. Sit down. I'm going to give you a technical. Fuck that guy. And he's the one that was on the challenge play with the Christian Brown block, mind you. He was literally standing there like, it's a foul. It's a foul. He might have been the one that called it. I don't even know. But he's like, even though he hit the ball, he hit his hand, it's a foul. It's got to be a foul. It wasn't a fucking foul, dude. How ironic was it, though, that they got a 4-point play to tie the game, and then fucking SGA has to... Nothing... That little marsupial... I'm trying to find insulting words that can't be construed as racist. I mean, he looks like a goddamn horse. That's not racist. That's animalist. Fucking horse-faced cringe motherfucker. I fucking can't stand you, Shay. Can't fucking stand you. You're a bitch. And yet, you pull these shots out of your fucking little skinny ass. Banking in shots after you're pretending to get fouled. Throwing up threes that you used to brick all the time and now you're fucking making them and you think you're the shit. Motherfucker was holding up his fingers like this after he made that one, after the game was over. He's like, I'm the 2-time MVP, motherfucker. Joker should have been going like this. Shut the fuck up. I don't even give a fuck about my MVPs. Take my MVPs and shove them up your ass and your boyfriend's ass too. You guys will love it. Whew, we're getting spicy. I can't fucking stand Oklahoma City. I can't fucking stand anything in that building. I can't fucking stand the refs. I can't fucking stand the coaches and all the little trash ass motherfuckers they have down that bench. They have like 65 first-round draft picks on that bench. What the fuck, dude? Oh, OKC was missing 4 of their good guys tonight. Yeah, were they? Because the motherfuckers that are on the court are better than them, I can tell you that. They don't have any tall people. Yeah, Chet and Hartenstein are out there playing with each other's nuts because that's what they do. Talk about horseface, motherfucking Chet. They love to play with each other's nuts, and that's why how many Jalen motherfuckers are there on that team? J-Dub, you know, he must have pulled his fucking abdomen. They had like 3 or 4 abdomen injuries, didn't they? From what I heard, Shea was hurt, that Mitchell or McCain or one of them, and then J-Dub, all abdomen injuries. Like, do you realize that there's some shady shit going on with these abdomen injuries? I mean, I don't want to turn this all in one focused lens on the fact that that team seems the most homosexual of all NBA teams ever. But I think we're getting there. I think it's starting to emerge that that is the case. You see Caruso on the bench and that motherfucker. Like, could you be the worst dressed player on earth? Like, I thought Murray was the worst, but he just took the cake right there. Hartenstein, his goofy ass. Fuck him. You know what's funny is they're probably all really great guys and outside the game, but I can't fucking stand them. I can't stand watching the game. I cannot stand. I mean, that was, if you're an impartial person, maybe that's a really great NBA game. Maybe. But I don't see anything great about it at all. The refs were shit. Denver came out to a blazing start like they do. And then they absolutely sucked ass in the second. They fought their way back, cool. They can never take the lead and dominate, and they certainly can't finish a game. Not good. Not a good game, in my opinion. Catch me getting distracted. I was privy enough from the stepson to have CCTV cameras installed at my house. So I now have a big old monitor up here with like 10 cameras I'm looking at. So I might get distracted, or I might jump up and, this is in case any of you weirdos try to show up and you want some of this hot sauce. I get to see you coming. And the whole world to get to see me and you go down. Anyway, so that's just an explanation of my distraction. It's quite the little TV. I didn't know TVs were so cheap nowadays. $200 43-inch TV, 4K. Crazy. Crazy. Maybe I should stop buying projectors, but I literally have not had a TV. The last time I bought a TV was like 30 years ago, right out of high school. It was one of the first, or was it first? Flat screen TVs that was still deep like that. First flat screen that was deep instead of the bubble. I bought that TV. I think it was like $200 back then. Anyway, ever since I have not watched TV or I use a projector, and that is the best. And we watched the projector. Actually, this projector is 1080 still, isn't it? Or did we go to 4K? I think we went to 4K this time. So I get to watch these motherfuckers put their hands on balls all game long in 4K. Let's go through the players. How about that? Jokic still hasn't gotten a haircut. He's in Psycholand. I believe he's in Psycholand. But I will say this. I believe his game is coming back. He's playing like the Jokic of old. And what's crazy is that he could have pushed in the paint all game long. There was enough barbecue chicken down there to feed an entire... No more jokes. No more jokes. We're not doing any more jokes like that. Maybe we're all racist. And we want to be racist because it's fun. It's only racist when it's demeaning and you're making yourself superior. If you're poking fun at each other, I don't mind it at all. Don't mind it at all. Anyway, so he had all the barbecue chicken he wanted down there, but he didn't want much. He got a little, but he didn't want much. He could have gone at J. Will all game long. So that's a little frustrating, but he buried some big threes towards the end. Not to be outdone by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but he was. 32 points versus 35. They were literally tied in points, and Joker had him in rebounds. And Shai had him in assists, I think, and then Shai hits that last three. You know what the thing about Shai was? He was talking mad shit about Christian Brown, but never to Christian Brown. And I don't know what the problem with Christian Brown is. Like, he's this solid dude. He can handle the pressure. He played like absolute dog shit today on defense. 100% dog shit. Like, I don't know what he was thinking. I feel like Cam would have done better. And Cam did pretty good on defense here and there. He had a shit game too, though. But SJ was just cooking him. And he was making these little, like, he can't guard me. He can't guard me. And then he did the too small thing. He did the little too small thing when he got away with a fucking banked in three or just some jack around three. And at that point, I was pissed. I'm like, CB, why don't you just throat punch that motherfucker? There's no, you had 5 fouls already. You might as well throat punch him and go out with a bang. But on the last play, that sack of shit didn't get CB. I think CB was on the bench, actually. They were trying to double Shai, but he dribbled out of it, got away from the double, and pulled up on Spencer Jones. And, got lucky, in my opinion. And that is the last thing the NBA needs right now, is that motherfucker to make that shot. If they go on to win the title this year and he wins MVP again, fuck you, Oklahoma City. Fuck everything about you. You've ruined basketball. You've turned it into a foul baiting bullshit drama with fucking refs that don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. It's gotten insane. The type of fucking defense that OKC plays, and it has to come from dog nuts, their coach, who likes to play with balls. Every person on that fucking team can play defense. Like solid, hardcore, aggressive, ball slapping defense. Where does it start? Like, did they choose these guys out of the draft this way? Or do they have like some homosexual retreat where they all learn to slap balls? I think that's what it is. Not going to lie. If you're an Oklahoma City fan, fuck you too. Not only that, but fuck your grandma and your mom and your daughter and your sister. And I don't normally say things like that. But right now, you're the op. You're on the other side. And you need to stay the fuck over there. Because we're not handling OKC anymore. You might say, you're just a hater. You just don't like the... Yeah, you're right. Because you're the cringiest motherfucking team that's ever walked the planet. Not going to lie. Cringiest motherfucking team that's ever walked the planet. Probably get 2 views on this video. Because of the flowery language. Yeah, what else is there to say? Murray looked rough. Obviously, he's tough. He battles back from a rolled ankle, a little twisted ankle there. And he looked rough, but he did contribute. AG looked sick. That I liked in the first quarter. I don't know what the hell happened after that, why they decided to not go his way or put him on the bench too much. I mean, he was under minutes restriction, obviously, but fuck. Like, when you have something working, just keep fucking doing that until you're up 30 and then put him on the bench. CB, we talked about. Missed a bunch of threes. Played shitty defense. Bad game. Why is it that when a player gets paid, they get worthless? Cam, I mean, player of the game was Tim Hardaway Jr. by far, the no-dip assassin. It's good to see him back. I love it. He was fired up on every three. He's buried, and then he got into their faces, and he got into the crowd, and he probably got into it with the refs. Man, it's probably vicious out there on that floor. You can tell Denver hates this fucking team. Jokic was not happy. I didn't think he shook hands. Oh, shit. He always does that and drives me nuts. He always fucking goes over, hey, go game. Stop being that. Okay, if you're going to go psycho, you're going to go mentally ill, start there. No more shaking their fucking hands. You're taking food off my table when you steal wins from my fucking team. Put the women and children to bed. We're going to go looking for some dinner. Kill or be killed mentality. Let him get psycho. I need him to be psycho. I wouldn't mind the haircut still and the mouthpiece, but fair trade. Maybe a few throat punches. I mean, the good thing is he wasn't flopping. And the beautiful thing is that the entire arena thought he flopped when Dort arm checked him across the bridge of the nose. Whack! And yeah, Dort didn't. Yeah, I normally let my left arm come out like that at that angle, that far back, when I know somebody's right there and their head's right there. I normally do that. Yeah, that's just a regular old basketball move. The damn commentators for Altitude were ruining that. Because at first they were like, I don't think it's a flagrant. I think it's just a part of the game. No. Don't you see inside of Lou Dort, the dirtiest motherfucker on the NBA course? He did it on purpose. Watch it over and over again. You can easily see that he extends the arm out and bam. The refs actually got it right. And then the fucking commentators are like, I don't think they should have called a flagrant. Meanwhile, blood's pouring off the bridge. It's not like it broke his nose and it's bleeding this way. No, he literally caught him with his freaking, what's that, ulna? Forearm, shiver to the bridge of the nose and cut the nose so it's bleeding. But the refs got that one right, but the entire audience was just like, oh no, of course you didn't. Of course he's flopping. Jokic is a flopper. My God, FTA. That's what we call it when they're like MVP, MVP, MVP. All those little podunk motherfuckers from Oklahoma have to say that every goddamn game. You know, Shea shouldn't have been MVP last year, just so you know. You can give it to him this year. Fuck him. Jokic is done with that shit. He doesn't want any more. He never wanted any to begin with. Shea wants him. Shea wants those trophies, so give them to him. I just want an assassination of that team in the second round of the playoffs. I'm picking Denver at 5. They're going to play 4-5. Maybe Minnesota. Wouldn't be bad. I think it's all going to culminate. This is our only hope left in Denver, is for it to culminate in the playoffs. The team to come together, get back from injury. Jonas Valanciunas actually fucking starts contributing again. Peyton gets back. AG plays solid like he did. Murray's healthy. Everyone's playing at top notch, and then they cannot be stopped. The problem with Denver is that they have, I don't know, why is it that always every single Denver opponent has somebody has a career night? It's not about the guarding scheme or the lack of defense or whatever, because you see different games where they're really good on defense, different games where they're not. But they always have somebody a career night. I think it's just a curse on Denver. I think all these motherfuckers have it out for Denver. Like, they just literally want to beat Denver. Because they're sad that a Serbian, a fucking European, came over to the U.S. and bitch slapped the entire U.S. It was like, yeah, you suck. Bro, I got 40 on you. And he showed the world that, hey, I'm better than you because I play fucking basketball. I don't play and one or one-on-one. I play a basketball, brother. Everyone got sad. He's European. He's white. He can't be the best. We need to get SGA or Anthony Edwards. They have to be the best. SGA's Canadian. Fuck him. I don't even know if I want to look at the stats. We do have some comments, though. Penny Pebble Ripplers. We haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. My wife, Penny Pebble Rippler, says it's all fake and refs are paid. They are definitely paid. Semi-well. Paid extra. I think they're just incompetent, to be honest. I feel like, you know, when bad calls go your team's way, every team says they're paid. But my wife is on your side with that one. She's like, this is ridiculous. They don't ever call any fouls. Now, there's a bias here. When you're watching your own team, you're rooting for your own team. You're like, I see all the fouls, but you don't see any fouls they make, which I understand that. But there is some funny stuff going on with these refs. You probably know this, though. Yes, I have a theory on the refs suck. They just suck. They're just incompetent. And then they get in their own fields when people get mad at them. And I don't blame them. I mean, they get ripped on. They get railed on. Third comment. And my God isn't damned either. No, when I say God damn, it's you're requesting the damnation to come from God to the thing that you're referring to. So we're not requesting damnation of God. We're saying Shay's a goddamn motherfucker. So he's a motherfucker that needs to be, by my request, damned by God. Just a little etymology there. But I appreciate you pointing that out. Now, I'm going to take a peek at around the association. Maybe we have some good news. I know we had a few good days in the past 2 days. Well, the past 2 days, where's my tab? Oh, I see. And then learn that. All right, here we go. Whoa, what are we doing? I just got blocked. Okay, wrong tab. And we will zoom in. And see that the Clippers beat the Knicks. Wow, unfucking believable. The Knicks, is that 2-game losing streak? Because I think they lost again yesterday. Yeah, the Lakers beat the Knicks. So the Knicks beat Denver by 40. And then they go lose to the Lakers. And then they lose to the Clippers? Are you kidding me? They're out there partying in California. They ain't playing basketball. That's what they're doing. They're like, we're in pretty good shape. The Nets won back-to-back games. That's crazy. And they actually beat a good team on the last. Who did they beat? Must be up here. They beat the Pistons by 2. That's crazy. So there's a lot of interesting turn of events. 129, 126, huh? Cavs. So what do we got tomorrow? In 2 days, the Rockets will play in Denver. Although tomorrow they will be playing in Houston. So tomorrow, 6 p.m. Houston, they're going to get done with that game, jump on a plane and fly to Denver, DIA. They're going to take a little shuttle bus down to their hotel downtown, and then they're going to get warmed up and play the Denver Nuggets at 8 p.m. And guess who will be there? Yours truly, Flaco Watts. We will be at that game. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a post-game analysis. I honestly think we got a pretty good chance against the Rockets, and it's time. After getting an absolute throttle ass kicking of Jamal Murray when Jamal Murray got hurt against the Knicks. Was the Knicks the last game? Here, let me check then. You pick the team. Yeah, we beat the Lakers, lost to the Knicks, and then lost to the Thunder. So I was thinking these 7 games, we could lose them all. But we won the first one. Absolutely threw the next one because Jamal got hurt. And the Knicks were playing out of their mind. Should have got this one, didn't, but we're right there. Might get the Rockets. Probably won't get the Spurs. But then we got the Lakers again. And the Sixers. So we might get 1, 2, 3, 4. If we can get 4 out of 7, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with 4 out of 7. Let's go to the standings. The Nuggies are 6th place. Wow. Half game, they lost. Yeah, they were tied with the Lakers at 609. Now they're 600 even. Interesting. I mean, they could drop to the play-in. 7, 8, 9, 10 is the play-in. It's up to Phoenix because Phoenix is 5 games ahead of the Clippers, who just beat Detroit, didn't they? Or Knicks. Yeah, Clippers just beat Knicks. They're 500 even. But they're 7 games back, 6.5 games back. Denver's lost 2. We need to win tomorrow or Wednesday. And to be honest, if we get one, you can thank me because we're undefeated. Every time we go to a game, they win. Every time we've gone to a game, they win. And this will be Little Nugget's first game. Actually, let me show you Little Nugget. Oh, I didn't ask his parents if he could show up, but I will for next time. Because we got the Little Nugget with us at this moment. He's up there sleeping. He watched the first half, and then he had to go to bed because we got a late start. But he loves it. Count it. Count it. Let's go, Murray. Who else? Let's go, Aaron Gordon. He's only 2. Get him started young. We don't want him around the hate that we're bubbling up inside towards the Oklahoma City Thunder. To be honest, I didn't think I could hate a team more than I hated the Timberwolves, but at this point, it's like, meh. The Thunder's like 10x. The Rockets, meh. The Lakers, meh. We own them. When everyone plays normal basketball, like Denver played in the first quarter, they literally played normal basketball in the first quarter. Normal basketball means they play regular defense. They don't try all the little swiping, slapping, grabbing, pulling tricks on defense. And people make shots and miss shots. And that's what you saw in the first quarter. The score was 40-37, I think. A reasonable quarter. Denver's not going to... They score 40 points. They love scoring 40 in a quarter. And then they give up points because they're not all that excited to play defense either. But that's the thing is OKC was doing that. But then they put their next string in because Dognuts was like, guys, don't you remember we taught you how to put your hands on balls. I need you to get out there and put hands on balls. Be more aggressive. Be super aggressive. Do all the tricks that we've learned. They're like, okay, coach. And then Denver just shit the bed at that point. It's like aggressive. No, we don't like aggressive. We're not going to play aggressive. When in reality, all they needed to do was get it into Jokic and let him barbecue chicken the paint. That's it. That's all they needed to do in the second quarter. Oh, wait, he wasn't playing. Maybe it was the lineup you had in. Jonas Valanciunas, I think, was like a minus. Let's see if we can do that. SGA ties Wilt, hits winner as Thunder edge Nuggets. Oh, man. Add insult to injury. Add fucking insult to injury. Dude, I'm clipping on. Look. SGA ties Wilt. So right after he tied Wilt, Jokic pulled up for 3. Because he tied Wilt with a 3 to get 20 points. And then Jokic gets the next shot and bricks it. If he would have buried that one and just shut the crowd up at that time and then buried a game winner instead of Shea and ruined the entire night like we normally do for LeBron, that would have been poetic justice, right? That would have been, hey, the basketball gods are on our side. But Denver's gone bad. You are looked poorly on by the basketball gods. We are allowing Shea to own your ass. How do you not just put people out there to slam the motherfucker? I mean, if I had to teach a class on guarding Shea, it's number 1. He's going to drive into you with his shoulder every time and push off. The only option he ever does instead of pushing off is spin moves. So reverse spin move. So whatever side he comes in on, he's going to bang in and do that spin move. Okay? So somebody just needs to be on that backside as help so that when he spins, he runs into a wall. Whoever's in front of him just has to stay in front of him and take the hit. Take the hit every time. Take the hit, take the push. And also, when he goes to push, grab his arm like this and throw it up in the air. Because the refs, I think the refs will get freaked out about it. Imagine Shea, how he goes, boom, and goes like this. If somebody flipped his hand up and he was like, oh, no, it's a foul. Well, he hadn't shot yet. So by flipping your hand up, you're like making it obvious, like, bro, he's pushing me with his hand. Get this fucking thing out of here. God, I just cannot stand the way he plays. I can't. Can he drive past people? Sure. I think he can easily be guarded better. But the push-offs and the crybaby shit, like he wants a foul on every shot. And the way that they guard him is like, don't touch him. Like barely, touched him. That's a foul. And I could go back through every game, every play in this game where Denver's taking it to the hole. You could probably call a foul on every fucking possession for Denver. There's no doubt in my mind that you cannot call a foul on every possession against OKC while they're playing defense on Denver. Let's check the game. The stats. Fucking Jay Will's the one who has the leading scorer, wasn't he? Career night. Gotta have a career night. My computer's struggling or my internet struggling? Look at this. 4 guys not playing. Those guys on the bench wanted some. They wanted some. Well, where's Valanciunas? Oh, I thought they said Valanciunas was like a -20. He's a -8 in 6 minutes, which maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. Spencer was a -7 in 15.5. Hardaway Jr. was a -10. Bruce Brown a -15. Well, Hardaway Jr. had 28 points. Bruce Brown had 4. So I think we figured out where the problem might be. AG plus 14. I mean, man, how do you not see this? We need 2 more Aaron Gordons. That's what we need. 6'8", 6'9", jacked as fuck, and not afraid to take it to the opponent, the ops. Speaking of ops, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, FTA we call him, free throw attempts. Only 4 free throw attempts? Poor SGA. He didn't get any calls tonight. Oh, I thought J. Will had 39, not 29. I thought they said he had 37 at one point. Okay, good. He only had 29. Still a career night, but 12 rebounds, 29 points, 2 blocks. I don't remember any blocks. 7 of 11 from 3-point. What the fuck, dude? Jalen Williams, the center, shooting 7 of 11. We can go back through every single Denver game and see some opponent shoot lights out. Why? Can we answer that question, please? Somebody answer the question. Prayers up to the basketball gods. Will you give us the insight on why you're allowing these people to have career nights against Denver every time? I mean, look at everybody else. 3-point percentage. 0 of 1, 2 of 8, 25. That's normal. 3 of 8, 37.5. That's literally league average or above league average. 3 of 7. That's reasonable. Shea hit 3 out of 7. He missed 4. Let's not forget he missed 4. I think it's just luck of the draw, dude. How? You could do master classes on statistics. But 0 of 2, 0 of 1, 1 of 4, 3 of 5. Even McCain, 3 of 5, 60%. Crazy. But 7 of 11? 64% on 11 attempts? Give me a break, dude. Yeah, Denver could have had this game. And if you're going to say, well, OKC has Jalen Williams, Alex Caruso, Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, all these guys are out. I say you can only play five guys at a time. If you have 20, it feels like they have 20 players. Do they not? How many players is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down there, inactive. And then on the chart here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. They do have 19. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 18 players. What the fuck? I thought you could only have 15 players. How do they have 18 players? And who's this Peyton Sanford? I remember seeing him stand up on the bench acting like he was a straight gangster because SGA's making crazy shots. It's like, bitch, please, sit down. Iowa rookie, 6'7", 215. He looks like Hunter. Fuck out of here. Topic is probably Jokic's friend. I'm curious to know if Jokic shook hands at the end of the game because that might be a big indicator. And I'm going to give you all the lowdown on Houston. I'm probably going to have to do it the next day. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can do it, but I have too much going on to figure anything out. But I'm going to give you the lowdown in Houston. So in Denver against Houston, we're going to get there as early as we possibly can, and we're going straight to the floor this time. I've learned my lesson. I got to get signatures from, still trying to get all the altitude guys' signatures, even though I'm at the point where it's like, come on, guys. I did Chris Dempsey. I don't know who's my number one favorite. I can tell you, Scotty, thank God you're not watching this because I still need your signature, but you can be the most annoying and inaccurate one. But I guess if you call 2,000 games, you might get some things wrong. But I'm going to be interested to see Crazy Yoke. I'm telling you, this is my theory. He's going through a mental decline, mental illness decline. Trust me, been there. Allegedly, in Minecraft. Place your bets now. I mean, I don't even know if I was to put odds on it. Would he have a haircut by the next game? They're flying back tonight. They got all day tomorrow. I think it's time, Yoke. I think it's time. Shave it all. I mean, I've already told you, bruh, nice, super clean fade to a high top mohawk like your brother. Everything shaved on the face except the little mustache and the goatee. And then you're the MVP again. You got your touch back. Get your fucking... Dude, I rewound a spot to show my wife. I was like, look at him yell at the players. And I've been saying this for a while. He yells at certain people. He gets fired up. And that puts a bad energy on the court. And it makes people get worse. You know, he is no longer an encourager if he ever was one. But when he was just Joker, I'm sure he was more encouraging. I even saw him like not even go after. Was it Spencer or Tim Hardaway Jr. had made a shot or they did something good? And The guy that made the shot was literally coming back. They call a timeout, so they're headed to the bench to shake Joker's hand, give him a little slap. And Joker just turned around and bounced. He's like, I got to get to the bench. But there was definitely a point where he yelled at Spencer. I think he was yelling at everybody, but especially Spencer. One thing I want to look at is the summary because that shows the quarters over here. Oh, I guess they tied the fourth. So they lost the second by 9. And they won by 6, the first and third. Tied the fourth and needed 3 more. God dang it. Lead changes, 17 lead changes. Wow. Tied 13 times. Points in the paint, a little bit higher for Denver. Could have been way higher if Jokic would have taken it to him. Fast break points, lost that one. Biggest lead, 13 for Denver. Oh, my God. The biggest lead for OKC was 12. Biggest lead for Denver was 13. And if I could get AI to do this, to take every single game of the season and calculate and graph those biggest leads, the biggest lead spread is always going to be, it's either going to be 0 to whatever or whatever to whatever, right? So one team's going to have a graph that kind of goes like this. The other team's going to have a graph that goes like this. And then how that gap compares to the final total. Be curious to see that. 18,200 people went there in Oklahoma City at the Paycom Center. What's Paycom? Some cash checking place? Officials. Oh, officials. Let me see. I'm going to guess. I know Mark Davis. It's not him. And both these other guys were tools, no doubt. But let's see if we can find him. That's him. Got him. Got him. Okay, watch this. Dude, I put share tab instead. What are we doing? What are you doing? Okay, there he is. Literal definition of chotin. Number 35, too. I told you. Oh, shoot. Is that him? Meet the guardians of the game. National Basketball Referees Association. NBA Experience 7th season. Born November 14th, 1984. That's crazy. Atlanta, Georgia. Goldenberg. Jason Goldenberg has officiated 250 regular season games in 6 seasons. Joined the NBA officiating staff after 5 years as NBA G League ref. Worked in the 2015 NBA G League Finals. 4 seasons of collegiate officiating experience with stints in the Big South, Southern, and Ohio Valley Conference. During the offseason, enjoys traveling around the world, experiencing new homosexual relationships and cultures and food. And beaches. Oh, he likes beaches. What are we doing? Like, who the fuck is making this website? Are these really the National Basketball Referees Association? My God, it's his favorite fucking TV show, movie, musician, book, meal, app. Would most like to visit, bucket list. Why don't you put sexual preference at least? Curb Your Enthusiasm. Okay. Tommy Boy, not bad. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Okay. It should say favorite band, right? Mozart. Favorite musician, Mozart. Ego is the enemy. Self-help. Chicken Parmesan. Favorite meal. Why not? Favorite app. The NBA app. Okay. Cute. Australia. Sail around the world in a mega yacht. Well, that's pretty gay. So let's go see if we can find some more. How many are there? Oh my God, there's too many. Well, there's 30 games a night, right? Or 30 games a night. There's 30 teams. So at max, you got 15 games basically every other day. You need 3 officials. That's 45 officials every other day. For 180 days, maybe? 120 days? Do the math. But now we know their numbers. Zach Zarba. Do I want to even know? I can tell you who the Hotines are. And I don't see any. This guy maybe. Why aren't there half women? I mean, aren't we doing equality? Should we not have half the women? Because they're half the population. Shit, they almost do have half. You count the homosexuals. What was he? 35. Oh, they're not in order. Mark Davis. How do I not see these refs all the time? This guy I know. Oh, I bet he's a little metrosexual. Dude, it could be 35's the worst. I think he's the worst. Who was the other ref? Where did it show? Oh, there they are. Matt Myers. Okay, so they're in alphabetical order. Oh, I was like, well, I don't see him. Yeah, he's kind of a flip of the coin. But let's see what his favorite TV show is. He's a little older. He was born in 1983. 6th season as well. 187 games. 12 seasons in the G League. Wow. And 2 in the WNBA. 12 years as a collegiate official. When I go to... what's going to be funny is my goal in life is to become an NBA ref because they suck. And then these videos are going to come up when they go to hire me. And they're like, you said some pretty bad things about refs. And you've really shit on us for years and years and years. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm here. You need good refs. But the Missouri native earned a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering and was a member of the golf team at Hampton University. Okay, you are now my friend. I have my new favorite ref, Matt Myers. See, this is why they do this. So favorite musician, Jay-Z. Okay, we're done. I don't mind Shawshank Redemption as a favorite movie. That's one of those. Hidden talent, golf. There you go. Attend the Masters. Awesome. Okay, well, my new favorite ref is number 43, Matt Myers. And as bad as they were tonight, I don't know if it was his fault, but I would need to take a closer look. I definitely know 35 and Mark Davis were. Let's get to know the refs. What number is Mark Davis? Number 8. He was born in 1967. Okay, that's the same year as Kurt Cobain. He went to the United States Navy Academy, the Naval Academy. if he's an officer in the Navy. Oh, John Coltrane. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Fly a helicopter along the Chicago River. I actually have that as my goal in life, is to fly a helicopter. I mean, to be honest, I've always kind of liked Mark Davis. I didn't like the way they handled that block at all. And I think 35 had everything to do with it. But it's good to know that we know where we can go to talk shit about the refs. Highlights from Tim Hardaway Jr. 28-point game. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can pull up one thing here. If I can pull up my... I know I'm going to get copywritten, but what does it matter? Why wouldn't it? Let's see. I got to see what you're seeing. I'm trying to pull up my DirecTV broadcast. You know what I can do is do it on my phone real quick. You're not going to be able to see it, obviously, but I can tell if Jokic shook the hands of the players, because that's going to be the indicator. It's rare that I ever remember him walking off the court in disgust at the end of a game. So I'm going to go to my library, Denver Nuggets, Oklahoma City, watch now. We are looking at the end of the game. Wait. Okay, here we go. 126, 129 final. Back it up, back it up. Shea hits his shot again. Bang. What a lucky son of a bitch, dude. I'm just watching him make the shot over and over and over again. Okay, now I'm watching it live. Or not live, but 8 seconds left. Give it to Shea. He kicks out right over Spencer Jones, and boom. AG went for it. He had the right length. A little too far left. Okay, now he walks around holding up the number 2. Holding up the number 2. And J-Dub is holding up the number 2 too. Every one of the motherfuckers from Denver went straight to the locker room. I didn't see Jokic. I did not see Jokic, but fuck you and your number 2. I mean, I realize he wears number 2, but he's definitely alluding to his second MVP. That's game. He called game. J-Dub, he called game. He called game. Oh, and there's our favorite ref with his little hand up in the air. But Jokic, they show him walking off the court. I don't know if he shook anybody's hand. I doubt it. You can't shake their hands because they're all out there doing cornball towel tricks like they probably do in the locker room. God, what a terrible place. I would never go to a game in OKC. Never. Or if I did, I would not make it out without wearing handcuffs. I can assure you that. Allegedly in Minecraft. So now I'm just watching them act like fools. They are the most foolish fools that I've ever seen. Difficult to watch. But now I'm not going to get copywritten. Where are we? We're getting more comments. 2 watchers. Here we go. They call a dam in West Virginia. Wait. They called a dam in West Virginia to the next city because the city... Okay, I'm having trouble understanding that. They called the dam in West Virginia to the next city because the city closest to it was Gad. Just saying it's in our history of what it means. I don't know if but you do you. I'm an army brat myself, I get it. Yeah, YouTube doesn't dig anything I get. Anything I do. Yeah, hockey's too fast for me. Hockey is too fast for me. You're probably not still here anymore after 29 minutes of me ranting and raving. But Penny Pebble Rippler says, I do enjoy a fast-paced game like basketball or hockey. And I think we're trying to figure out if I had the right definition or etymology of the word damned. When you say God damn, chime in the comments if you're watching this after the fact. That goddamn team, when you say that, in my estimation, I've always thought that I was requesting a curse of damnation on the team from God. But I might be mistaken. Hockey is too fast for me. I did go to one game in person, and it was I started to get into it. But that's definitely a game that, I mean, it's way faster than basketball. But basketball is good. Every time I watch football now, it's like I literally have to record it. And not only fast forward through the commercials, but as soon as the play's over, you just click 30 seconds ahead, and then you're at the next play. If you counted up all that time, it's ridiculous. All right, we're done with comments and a couple viewers. Thanks for sticking around. I'll be back Wednesday somehow, some way. Maybe I'll do a pregame tomorrow. I'm trying to think. I probably won't have time because I have to do the Grow Show. We'll see what we can do. Maybe I'll do a little pregame and then a postgame on the day after, because who are they playing next after Houston? Trying to find that schedule again. So Denver is going to play. Whoa, where are we? What are we doing here? Okay, they're playing the Spurs Thursday, March 12th at 7. That's another back-to-back? Are you kidding me? My God. It's like the NBA gods are just, or the basketball gods and the NBA are just out to get Denver. They stacked up the toughest schedule in the year. They hit them with like 14 back-to-backs. Oh, and then wait a second, there's another one. 12th and 11th, 11, 12, and then 17, 18. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to join you Thursday evening at 11 p.m. Be there or be square. For the Nuggets against the Spurs post-game, I assume the Spurs are just going to hand us our lunch, but you never know. Because they've won like 15 out of the last 16. And I love the fact that I'm a fan of the Spurs. I'm not going to hate the Spurs. I can't hate the Spurs. Why? Because they beat the shit out of the Thunder 3 times. And that's beautiful. How do we not learn? The reason they're beating them is because they beat them inside. We could have beat them inside all game long. But we will go over the Rockets game, my time there. Maybe I'll put together a little montage of some videos from our experience, and then we can check those out and lick our wounds from hopefully at least one victory and one loss in the back-to-back of Wednesday, March 11th and Thursday, March 12th. So till then, stay safe. Go to confession after this game and ask forgiveness for all the hatred that I have spewed into the world. Although I feel like it's kind of deserving.